As I told you, my name is Was Emmanuel. Thank you so much for keeping up with us on our YouTube channels, Trust Media Uganda and Waswa Emma YouTube channel. We are always here to give you the best, giving you differences, giving you top good stories about how life moves on. We are still keeping up with the stories of our two kids, Mika and the sister, whom I found in an orphanage home known as Massey Orphanage School. This home always manages children who are always found on the streets and those ones who are lacking parents. As I told you, that this home is having 29 children so far, whom they are taking care of. It was found up by a pastor known as Pastor Wilson Bugembe from Uganda and his fellows and colleagues. They decided to start up this home to take care of these kids so that they could be having a very comfortable life. As we were on the party, which was organized by a young rapper, Fresh Kid Uganda, who decided to celebrate his birthday with these children at this home, most of the people's interests were all focused on the two born different kids, that is Mika and his sister. What made me amused is that this kid, Mika, is very active during the party time. As you can see him sipping up a bottle per bottle. I counted 5 bottles of soda which were taken by this one boy. Don't forget that I told you this kid is around 6 years of age and is still young. He was abandoned with his sister at the church. That's where these people found him and they brought them to this home. Unfortunately, Mika can't speak, though he can listen to some few words if you're directing him with some few words. The good thing is that people who are always taking care of these kids, they try to become friendly to these children, at the same time giving them comfort so that they can be having quite a normal life. They always make sure that these born different children are not segregated and built around by their fellow children in this orphanage home located in Wakiso. When I was speaking to the owners of this home, they told me that they took an initiative of trying to advertise and announce these children's loss to make sure that maybe one day, one time, they could get a chance of interacting or finding up the parents of these children. But however, parents are nowhere to be seen. Big different from Mika, the sister to Mika and is the elder sister is always silent and focused on her own businesses. As we are enjoying the party, drinking various kinds of drinks, her focus was always on looking around at the people, not talking to anyone. Though she looked so sad, but she was happy according to the way she was enjoying the simple cakes and some simple drinks. By the time the young fresh kid decided to donate them food, Mika and the sister were the first on the front line to make sure that they receive food on behalf of the children in this home. This was specifically done by the owners of this homeschool to make sure that these kids can feel at home. That's why they were always put in front to be linking up with the young fresh kid artist. Apart from lacking some sense of common with having some poor knowledge, They look to be healthy without any other healthy problems. They eat well without disturbing. If it's time to play, they can play with their friends. If it's time for resting, they rest. However, their understanding capacity is very low. Even in class or schooling time, they are not able to grasp enough of what they are being taught. However, as I told you, the orphanage home, Mercy, Home of Orphanages, is working hand in hand to make sure that these two children are always getting best of the treatment. However, they can't manage to give them the best, but they are trying to make sure that they can rebuild the brains of these young kids to make sure that they come up with good people in a good society. We thank you for keeping up with us on Trust Media, subscribing and hitting the notification button with our second channel, Waswa Emma. We shall be keeping up, following up this story to get to know how these kids survive. Let me take this opportunity to thank the directors of this school, the pastors of Light the World Church, Pastor Wilson Mugembe and Mercy Home Care, for taking care of these children, comforting them, making them feel at home, giving them some good life. However, we urge parents who are always there, expecting to abandon their children, that this is not good. However much you come up with a kid who is in a condition like that one of Mika, you should know that we are always born in the image of God. Having a kid in any situation is a blessing from God. You don't have to go on displacing them and abandoning them, because it is always the plan of God. You don't know what is coming ahead of you, you having that kid. Just make sure that you pray to your God and continue believing in yourself to make sure that you keep the children or the kid you have produced in any situation. Just know that it's a blessing from God. We thank all the funders who are making sure that kids of this kind in the whole world are being taken care of, We thank all the funders and organizations who are making sure that kids of this kind are always receiving the best life for survival. We thank you so much. Keep subscribing on Waswa Emma YouTube channel. I remain Waswa Emmanuel. We are at Mercy Educational Center, Child Care. How are you, madam?
Hi, how are you?
Are you fine?
Yes, I'm
What's
fine.
your name?
My name is Rachel Mwanda.
Rachel Mwanda.
Yes, please.
I have seen here so many kids.
Yes,
Where do you
please.
get them from?
Most of them are referred by the probation officer, Wakiso District, because we are in Wakiso District. Yeah, but most cases start from the police.
Okay.
Yes, please.
How many kids do you have here?
Currently, we have 29 children.
Okay. What do you use to feed them? Like the food, who is funding this project?
We have our partners from the US that help us. We also have church members and also individual donors like you or anyone else. Whoever is interested, they always give a helping hand.
Okay. I have seen the two young kids, like Mika and his sister, as if they're having a problem.
Yeah, they have microcephalus.
What's that, microcephalus?
I'm not so much into medicine, but that's a situation where a child has a small head. Like when you see, for those with a big head, it's hydrocephalus. Then when it comes to these ones, instead of becoming big, the head shrinks instead.
Okay. So are you getting some treatment for them?
They see a psychiatrist and they usually get medication. Yes, please.
Okay. So do you have hopes of getting back their parents?
We are using the media to, find. We are hopeful that
Okay.
we shall be able to find their parents.
Okay.
Yes, please.
One word to those parents who tend to neglect their kids?
It's absurd. I'm so disappointed because I'm also a parent, but my only word I would say is it's unfortunate.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you too.
Mika, pack soda nyoko. Thank you. Wow, thank you so much. Mami aliwa. Mami aliwa. Yeah? Arieri. Okay. What's your name? Gwani. Mami aliwa. Aliwa. This is called Mika. They have told us that he's having a problem of aduka. Soko yes. Lavana wanuma. Anuma wawe. He's biting me. Hey. That is Mika, eh? Very funny boy. Anyway, Pastor. Odiota. Obulamu bulungi. Oli ku Waswa Emma YouTube channel. Webale kulabirira abaana. Okay. Abaana bano bajjawa.
Abaana bano tubafuna okuyita mu office ya probation office.
Okay.
Ne police. So babasanga nga basuuliddwa oba nga babuze. Police tukwatagana nayo ne office okuyita mu office ya probation office. Ne babanga bajja mu maka gano.
Mumala ne mbazaayo.
Aha, kyetukole ekyo tunoonya bazadde baabwe era kyetuli mu kukola ku ssaawa zino mutuyambe nnyo bano abaana oyinza okubanga wali omulabyeko nga yali neighbour kyobulaba YouTube link eno gisharinge egende viral buli muntu yenna amanye tugezeeko okufuna abazadde b'abaana bano gwe kyoyinza okukola tufune omuzadde w'omwana oyo tube nga tubaddiza abaana baabwe abaana babeere nga bali tewali kifo kirungi mwana gyayinza kukulira ng'oggyeko amaka gaabwe.
Ekigambo kyobereza eri abazadde abasuula abaana yo gwe pastor.
Mbasabira mwekube ku mitima mulokoke mudde eri Katonda. Omwana oyo tomanyi kyayinza kubeera. Tukirabe olwaleero fresh kid bazadde be tebalina kinene nnyo naye baguma n'omwana oyo. Singa baamusuula kati tabe emyaka 10 fresh kid kyafuuse omukisa abazadde be gwe bafunye okuyita mu mwana oyo. Gweoyo omwana gw'olabanga atagasa kati tomanyi kyasobola kubeera lunaku lwankya. So nkusaba nyweza guma ne bembeera ne bebeefaanana eti omusajja akuleseewo manyi kaseera kazibu nywera n'omwana woyo oba osazeewo kunywa amazzi ganywe n'omwana oyo naye nywera naye Katonda ajja kuwa omukisa.
Tuyanza nnyo.
Webale nnyo bana.
Okay, yona my YouTube channel Waswa Emma mumulabye tubadde nga tukula gundi ya Fresh Kid. We are proudly sponsored by Beef Organic. Tusinzidde nkowe mubeere bulungi.